This is actually a scrapped piece of artwork I've seen floating on the internet for years. Now, being the big Disney fan and Star Wars fan that I am, this blue sky concept that was for Disneyland Paris absolutely got me excited. Now, much like the Pirates of the Caribbean Water Adventure Park, we don't know how far this idea or concept was taken. But as we do here, we like to discuss and dissect things a bit. So from what I've read, this idea was intended to replace Tomorrowland. As you can see, that Space Mountain has been retrofitted to look like the Death Star, which would seriously look stunning in person. Now, next to that, you can see a Star Wars themed Astro Blasters and a walk through the Millennium Falcon. There was also word on recreating Mos Eisley's Cantina bar filled with delicious quick service from Bantha burgers to astromech juice. I'm making that up. But unfortunately, here we are years later, and there's been no motion on this concept, so we can just all assume it was scrapped somewhat. Because, I mean, you know Disney, as I've said time and time again, they never truly say goodbye to good ideas. So just last year, Disneyland celebrated the release of The Force Awakens by doing this celebratory Star Wars overlay called The Season of the Force. Now, they didn't physically alter anything in Tomorrowland, but there were several little touches that gave it that feel, from a Star Wars quick service to introducing the Star Wars launch bay and temporarily changing the famous Space Mountain into a Star Wars themed hyperspace mountain. Now, in the coming years, Disney plans to have a big Star Wars presence in their parks by building Star Wars Land in both the Disneyland Park and Disney's Hollywood Studios in Orlando. While there's still many unknowns about what these new attractions have to offer, I feel as if
I sense something, a presence I've not felt since...
For instance, you can board the Millennium Falcon, and it would seem we could be getting our Bantha burgers after all. So in the coming years, it seems we have plenty of amazing new Star Wars adventures to experience, so good ideas never truly die or get scrapped. But before we wrap this video up, there's two other scrapped Star Wars Disney Park things. Wow, that's a mouthful. Everyone loves Star Tours, but I'm sure many younger Disney goers don't know that there was an original ride that was ultimately scrapped or upgraded to fit the new Star Tours The Adventure Continues. And this is the big one. It was reported that in the early 80s, before Star Tours was even considered, Lucas and Disney were toying around with the idea of an indoor Star Wars themed dual track roller coaster in which you can choose which side you wanted to take, the light or the dark side. And that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching this scrapped bit on Star Wars Land at the Disneyland Park. Now tomorrow we continue our holiday countdown to Rogue One with this look at the scrapped Star Wars 1313 video game. So subscribe if you would like to follow along on this holiday countdown we have. Thanks again for watching, guys. My name is Chris. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and may the Force be with you.